Kids and cadets, happy Sunday. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend. Busy as heck here at Tommy Time. Yesterday ended up selling out. Went to fix a couple mowers. They were stinkers. One had no compression and one had a carb issue. Kept changing the jet, different size jet, and still haven't got that one to smooth out. So I had an older Craftsman self-propelled I had refurbished with new front wheel drive wheels. So a guy from Venice messaged me. So I held that one over today. He just left. I had it for $150. We had agreed on 10 trade-in for this, but when I looked at it, I upped my trade to $20. He said it ran. Deal is the rope broke and he took it apart. He thought he could fix it, Harvey, the homeowner. So of course the spring sprung. He didn't know how to put that back on. So he left me all the hardware. I'll rebuild this. This is a Boland's 450E 2016. He said he had bought it new. And as you can see, it's well used. I looked underneath, a lot of grass buildup. He said he couldn't find a filter, so he made one out of a sponge. I told him he did a great job on that. I got an OEM one here. He was pretty close. When he took the cover off, I thought, well, that looks like a factory filter anyway. So we're gonna try to get this thing to start since he said it ran. I've got my tester recoil. Just put one on to see if this thing starts. So why don't we do that? 8mm for the three bolts that hold this thing down. So let's try to get this handle back into position. He showed up in a station wagon with this handle folded down. Okay, so that's that. Basically, he said he didn't do anything to it. I looked at the blade's worn down to a pencil. It'll need a new blade. He's a little bit overfilled on the oil, but he knew about non-ethanol fuel. He said it had fresh fuel in it, so it should start. Sorry, Clucky. I didn't see you there. So I've been getting messages this morning. People want machines. I said I'm working on a few. They say how much. I said the cheapest one I'll have is $140. And then they say, how about 100? So I'm not going to deal with those people. I've got people lined up for the 140 price right now. I do have a Power Smart smoker. It smokes like the dickens. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I tried to pawn it off on a coworker yesterday. He stopped by and I says, I got a deal for you. He started it and he laughed. I said, all you're going to need is a quart of oil every 3 days. Okay, let me throw the use filter in here. So I'm going to set him up with a better machine. I'm going to work on a regular pusher with a bag. I already showed it to him. I just got to do some final touch up to it. You don't want to piss off your coworkers. Okay, that's that. Sees it full. He didn't leave me any gas. That stinker. Well, I got to put gas in it. We're not going to get any action. Hold on. I got a new batch of Wawa gas. If you're from the main line, Bryn, Mawr, Villanova, Radnor Township. If you ever want the best Philly cheesesteak in the Philly main line area, go to Conestoga Pizza and Sub. It's a little joint, but they've got the best Philly cheesesteak. Maybe I'll put an address below. Okay, that's half a tank. If you're ever in the Philly main line area. Okay. Looks like the original plug champion. Everything's looking good. Clucky, let's see if this starts. If not, call 1-888 Tough Shit from Lowe's, and they'll tell you what to do. Dino, get up here. I don't trust you down near the blade. Little surging, but it started. He didn't lie. So this needs a blade, some cleanup, maybe an oil change. Oil looked like it was half-life. Not the best, not the worst. Yeah, I'll change it out. A little overfilled, so it'll be a good time to change out the rest of it. Anyway, so I think my $20 trade value for this was pretty good for both of us. It's the 1 Alpha dash 020 Whiskey 765, the 450E 125cc. The engine serial number 1605065452098. Okay, I'm going to go to work on this one since it started. I don't have to mess with major repairs. I want to get this up and going. This will probably be 120. Just because it's well used, it's not the shiniest machine. It's not going to get the Lawrence Carroll shine. Yeah, it's kind of dull. He had this sitting out in the sun. It kind of faded it out. So 120 on the 2016. You guys have a good day. Tip your waitress and wait staff. Appreciate you coming out. Adios, amigos. Happy Sunday. See you.